Welcome again to another interesting edition of Affair Films. My name is Oluwaseun, and please support this channel by hitting the subscription button. Please subscribe, like it, and share it. Alright, so today I am shining the light on the Adire industry, and who better to spotlight than the very Nike Okundaye.
This is Nike Davis Okundaye of Nike Art Gallery.
The woman behind the famous Nike Art Gallery. First, what is Adire? Adire is a traditional Yoruba textile dyeing technique from southwestern Nigeria. The word Adire means tie and dye in Yoruba. It involves using different methods to resist dye on cotton fabric, like tying, stitching, folding, or applying wax, so that beautiful patterns appear when the fabric is dyed, usually with indigo. So, some years ago, my team and I sat down for an inspiring interview with Nike. She opened up about her life, her struggles, and her success. Her journey is truly one of grass to grace, a path that only God and destiny could design.
Well, this is a special hair tie created in Nigeria by me to showcase the royal. Nigeria always have peacock in their palace. Then this hair tie represents the tail of the peacock.
Recently, Nike and Professor Wole Soyinka were honored by the United States government through the Pennsylvania House of Representatives and Senate for their contributions to Nigeria and global arts. So while Professor Wole Soyinka was honored for his impact on literature, human rights, and global discourse, Nike was honored for her revolutionary role in African contemporary art.
The thing that takes you to the greater point is your handwork, and you follow your heart and do it well, and you will get to wherever you want to go.
So let's discuss her early life. Nike was born in 1951 in Ogidi Ijimu, Kogi State, Nigeria. At the age of 6, she lost her mother and later her grandmother. She was raised by her father, who was a basket weaver, and her great-grandmother, who was a weaver and Adire maker. This early life of experience deeply influenced who she became.
I was born in Ogidi, Ijumu, Kogi State of Nigeria. When I lost my mother at the age of 6, my grandmother a year after that, it was very, very difficult because I have to do all the housework, also pay for my own school fees. And at the age of 6, in those days, the way they pass education and knowledge to kids, you send your child to school and also to the farm, but to teach what you do to your own children. Because my father is an artist too, but he do craft and he make marriage basket. So all those are handmade craft, which my father was doing, and he hardly make any money. So my great-grandmother is the one who really supported me through, but I have to work. I carried maybe 3 drums of water every day, and I only get paid 3 pence. So I was so used to it. When I finished primary 6, then I got a job as a babysitter. So I was doing 3 people's work. I will do my art, I will do gardener, I will cook, and I will still look after the baby, and I was only getting £1.
Bible says in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 8, that the Lord will send a blessing on your barns and everything you put your hands to do. Also, a Yoruba proverb says that Atelewo eni kin teni je. That is to say, your hands will never betray you. In other words, trust your own hard work. Don't rely on others for survival. These messages shaped Nike's mindset and her life.
I will say my hard work helped me to discover what I am today, because one day I was doing my handwoven and a white man coming into the gallery and he said they are looking for teacher who can teach traditional art from the root that they have the African American who are coming to this school, and they want them to learn something from their own direct background. So then I said, my weaving, I always call my work my try. I can hardly speak a word of English. I said, I said, okay, kwa. So then I said, this one is adire, only figure. This one, adire only figure ni bata pa. So he said, what? Then I was saying, this one is adire, but with figure. By then I was doing adire, and I also do hand woven. So then he said, oh, do it and let me see you. That is how he discovered me. But I was recommended from US that there is a female artist. Wow. There is 10 in the group, and all of them are men. Not from Nigeria alone, the whole Africa. They want to pick 10, and no single woman there. So one of my friends who has been selling my work at the Museum of Natural History is the one who recommended my name, that is a female, but very good. That is my first breakthrough.
Her story is a true example of African strength, hard work, and belief in culture. In today's world, where many look for shortcuts, our journey reminds us that real success takes time, effort, and patience.
I will tell the youth to be hardworking and be honest and be straightforward, because whatever you want to do and your heart say, do this one, do it and do it well. Don't think you are working for somebody, because you have to work for somebody before you can work for yourself. Whatever you know how to do, do that one. And there is so many like that who have talent. But the parent will say, no, go and be a banker. You can still be a banker, have that education, but follow your heart and do whatever you want to do and be honest. You will get there.
With over 100 art exhibitions around the world and art centers in Nigeria, training women and youth in adire and weaving, Omanike is more than just an artist. She is a teacher, a role model, a pioneer, and a true African.
I have art center. My headquarters is in Osogbo, where I have the Indigo workshop. But Osogbo also is known for it's called the home of Indigo. Osogbo Ilu Aro ń bẹ l'Osogbo, l'Osogbo ṣe ń wo ní lọ. So the center in Osogbo is for the women who have the knowledge and no place for them to do it. So I have this, my headquarters is in Osogbo. Then the one in Ogidi, Jumo, Kogi State, that is for women and for adire. Also Indigo. The one in Abuja is for the youth who went to Abuja to look for a job and they cannot get a job. So the center there take care of the people. Instead of them to become jobless, then they go to the center and be able to create artwork. They become a iron sculptor, carvers, and also textile. It's free of charge. I had over 100 exhibitions so far. The solo exhibition will be about 40, and then the group exhibition is more than 60. And not only in Nigeria, in Germany, US, Canada, across South Africa. So from overseas, we see what they do, and we bring some of them back to Nigeria, and now Nigeria are putting them in the garden, and it doesn't get lost.
There are different types of adire. For instance, we have adire eleko, adire oniko, adire alabere, adire onipanu, adire elesho. She also invented a method in adire which is called the candle wax style of adire, known as batik.
You see what I'm wearing here is called adire eleko. We have adire oniko, adire alabere, adire onipatan, adire eleso. So this one with the wax, I was using the paste, and then there is no electricity in my village. Then I use the candle light to see what I'm doing. So a little bit of the candle drop on the cloth. When I finish, that part become brighter, and it goes through to the back. I say, what if I start using wax? Wow. That is how the lost wax process. That is how I discovered that. Wow. But being said so, the wax the wax from the honey. People, after they take the honey, they throw the wax away. So we use it also to do batik, which we call adire, alabella. And that alabella, adire. Eleso is now popular in Kano. You will see Kano people, the whole adire in the whole Africa, I will say it started in Nigeria. The name of our fabric is also called adire and ashoke, and the two of them.
So on family and legacy, there is a saying that says that train up a child in the way it should go. Although she struggled to get an education herself, she made sure all her children were educated. And despite her busy schedule, family always comes first for Mama.
Right from 2 years old, I always give them brush and give them canvas. I remember one of them start selling her work at the age of 4. He will go to the neighbor. She will go to the neighbor. She will say, "I have a painting. You want to buy?" So today she has become a professional artist. But all of them have their masters, and the last one is doing her bachelor now. 6 of my children, they are professional artists. The first one have 3 masters on art.
Wow.
One I always call computer artist, and the girls, they do textile, theater art, and they write on steelwork. And the other ones, they write a story on adire, and also a textile artist. Well, I divide my time into 3. One time is for my family, one is for my art, and one for my center. When I wake up in the morning, I always wake up 5 o'clock, make my husband's food, and do the breakfast and lunch. I will come to the gallery. Then the gallery take part of my time. During the day, I receive visitor. Then my center, when I want to travel, every week I must go to each center to make sure I travel to Shogbo to Gidi to Abuja, and fly back. So I divide my time into 3, and that 3 is already the one I use for my work. Inside the car, I do my pen and ink. In the night, 3 hours, I do my beadwork. Every 12 to 3 is my beadwork.
So, final words of advice. She advises young artists to stay committed and believe in their craft. After all, as the saying goes, if someone wants to give you clothes, let's look at what they are wearing. Mama's life is the perfect example of success through talent, hard work, and purpose. And I add the grace of God.
You need a studio, a very good studio, where you can do your good work and also material. And then we beg for government assistance to please give an opportunity for a soft loan. I know they will not give anything free, but if they give you a soft loan, you can create. And then that is why we galleries are there. We have more than 46 galleries in Lagos. We put up an exhibition, and people will now showcase you, and that is your own voice. So it depends how many people like your work, and then you start selling from there. But you have to start in a small way. If you have nobody to sponsor you, you just have to do either little labor and buy material. When you have a passion for art, many people may discourage you. You just have to have your focus and do what makes you happy. Then, for people to now like your art, you have to start doing exhibition and call people, come and see what I'm doing. We can do exhibition in Yaba, where people will know you. You can now do one in VI, one in Lekki. Beside that, you now go outside the country. So little by little, before you open your eyes, people has know what you are doing, and they are looking for you. Even you can put your work on internet, Facebook, before you have a gallery. Then people who saw it there, because you have the education, which is good. So you start from there, and people will be buying your work.
So I hope that you have been inspired by this episode of Affair Films. I brought you an inspiring story of Amanike, how she started from nothing to become who she is today. From no education to becoming an international woman that she is being recognized all over the world as a result of her craft. I am inspired and I hope that you are inspired too.